So let's start reading the book about Mount Everest. Chapter 1. Journey to the Top. Climbers and local guides set up tents on Mount Everest. Before continuing up the mountain, the climbers need to rest. The air has less oxygen up here. Climbers can get sick if they climb too quickly. Their bodies have to get used to the higher elevation. Climbing Mount Everest is very dangerous. There are 4 major camps on Everest. After Camp 3, the air is too thin for humans to stay very long. Each climber wears boots with sharp metal spikes at the bottom. The spikes dig into the snow and ice. Climbers place their feet carefully. There are places where the snow and ice drop into deep cracks. Near the top of the mountain, climbers use ropes to scale the steep sides. Climbing Mount Everest is a goal for many experienced climbers. It takes years of training. The mountain challenges even the most skilled climbers. Most climbs. Nepali mountain guide Kavish reached the peak for the 24th time in 2019. That is the most times anyone has gone to the summit. Tallest mountain. Mount Everest summit is 29,035 feet or 8,850 meters above sea level. The peak is part of a mountain range called the Himalayas. Mount Everest is in Asia. It is on the border between Nepal and in a region in China called Tibet. Its high elevation means snow and ice are present all year. High winds and cold temperatures make the top of the mountain dangerous. Winds can reach 100 miles per hour or 160 kilometers per hour. Temperatures can be as cold as -76 degrees Fahrenheit or -60 degrees Celsius. The Himalayas are a huge mountain range. Some people visit Mount Everest but do not climb the mountain. The top of the mountain has just 1/3 of the oxygen that exists at sea level. Climbers carry tanks of oxygen. With oxygen, they can stay at the summit safely. Mount Everest is the shape of a 3-sided pyramid. Its fame draws people all over the world. It took millions of years to form. It is a beautiful and dangerous place. Primary source. Climbing Mount Everest is a challenge. Mountain climber Corey Richards says, "It's still as high, cold, and formidable as it ever was. How one chose to climb it as a reflection of creativity and skill." Chapter 2. Growing slowly. Mount Everest and the surrounding Himalayan mountains formed because of Earth's movement. Chapter 2. Growing slowly. Mount Everest formed as land shifted over time. Earth's surface is made up of large pieces of rock. These pieces are called tectonic plates. Tectonic plates make up the ocean floor and continents. The plates are always moving. Sometimes they run into one another. Between 40 million and 50 million years ago, 2 plates collided. One plate pushed up over the other. This event took millions of years. The force of the plates hitting each other began to form the Himalayas. Mount Everest began forming 2.6 million years ago. The plates are still pushing against each other. What's in a name? The Tibetan name for Mount Everest, Chomolungma, means Goddess Mother of the World. Surveyor Andrew Waugh named Mount Everest after surveyor George Everest. Everest created ways to find certain points of land. In 1856, Waugh used Everest's methods to find the location of mountain's peak. Moving plates. Himalayas, Eurasian Plate, and the Indo-Australian Plate. This graphic shows how Mount Everest formed. The Himalayas are part of the Eurasian Plate. The plate is pushed up by the Indo-Australian Plate as they hit each other. Life on the mountain. Plants and animals have lived on and near Mount Everest since it started forming, but they cannot survive at the top of the mountain. There's not enough oxygen. People, plants, and animals do not live up to 16,000 feet or 4,800 meters on the mountain. Sherpa people from Tibet and Nepal began living near Everest hundreds of years ago. The people traveled around the mountain. They grew crops and their animals grazed. Nepali and Tibetan people see Everest as holy. Many people who live near Everest do not climb the mountain. Climbing it is dangerous. Sherpas are one of the few groups who do. Some Sherpa people live in villages near Mount Everest. Western climbers began coming to the mountain in the 1900s. Sherpa guides helped them climb. Sherpa guides face many dangers when climbing Everest. Being a guide on Everest is dangerous. Blizzards and avalanches are common. These events can be deadly. The mountain has loose rocks. There are deep canyons in the ice. But Nepali and Tibetan people still lead visitors up Everest. They make more money as guides than they would as farmers. As humans visit Mount Everest, they leave behind trash. Chapter 3, A Changing Mountain. Mount Everest is so big that it's hard to tell it's moving, but as tectonic plates move, so does the mountain. The height of Everest is changing. Not all the changes on the mountain are natural, though. Humans have a big effect on Everest. Mount Everest is moving, but it's too slow for the human eye to see. Mount Everest moves northeastward. Scientists estimate that each year Everest shifts a fraction of an inch. Scientists also believe that Everest is getting taller. They estimate Everest grows less than 1 inch or 2.5 centimeters per year. Human effects. Everest is changing in many ways. Humans are part of the reason that the mountain is changing. More people climb Everest each year, but there are few bathrooms or trash cans. That means a lot of trash is left on the mountain. Trash mountain. Mount Everest is covered in more than 200,000 pounds or 91,000 kilograms of trash. Melted snow washes trash into streams. The trash can make people in villages sick. People in Nepal and Tibet are working to clean the mountain. Groups of climbers bring trash off the mountain. Many climbers dump their oxygen tanks at the summit. They do not want to carry the weight back down. The trash washes into waterways when snow and ice melt. It pollutes drinking water for villages. Groups are working to clean the trash on the mountain, but it takes a long time. Everest is becoming more dangerous with climate change. Climate change is causing Earth to get warmer. Gases in the sky trap heat. They keep Earth warm. Cars and factories add more gases to the air. This makes Earth warmer. Climate change is causing glaciers to melt on Everest. The rock high on the mountain is held together with ice. As the ice melts, the rock becomes unstable. Falling ice and rocks could become more common. A warming climate means climbers will have to find different paths up the mountain. It is important to protect Mount Everest and the surrounding area, then people in the future can still enjoy it. People want to climb Mount Everest because it is a challenge. The mountain continues to change. It is people's job to care for the mountain. Primary source. Duncan Quincy is a science professor. He spoke about Everest's melting glaciers. These glaciers are changing. They're changing very rapidly, and our best evidence supports the fact that it's driven by climate. Mount Everest began forming into its present shape 2.6 million years ago. It is the highest point on Earth. It stands 29,035 feet or 8,815 meters above sea level. So that's the end of this video. I hope you learned something about Mount Everest, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!